Hey everyone, and welcome back. Get ready for another deep dive where we dissect a juicy topic from the world of tech and try to make some sense of it all.
And hopefully have some fun along the way.
Absolutely. You know how it is with the markets, right? Up, down, all over the place.
hmm
Sometimes it feels like you need a PhD in economics just to understand what's going on.
It can be a bit of a roller coaster ride, that's for sure.
That's why we do these deep dives. To take a closer look at some of the trends driving the markets and see if we can make heads or tails of it all. Today, we are diving into Nvidia and their stock.
A company that's been making waves in the tech world.
Big time,
Yeah.
especially with all the buzz around AI, right?
Exactly. And that's where things get really interesting.
So, to set the stage, we got a request from one of our listeners. They want to know what's up with Nvidia. Is their stock a rocket ship on its way to the moon, or is it a bubble that's about to burst? What's the deal?
Yeah, it's the million-dollar question. Everyone's trying to figure out if Nvidia is the real deal or if the hype is getting a little ahead of itself. I mean, let's be honest. It is kind of tough to ignore the fact that their stock has been surging.
For sure. Like crazy.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. What's driving this incredible growth? Is it all about AI, or is there more to the story?
Well, there's no doubt that AI is playing a huge role. Nvidia makes the chips that power a lot of the AI applications we're seeing popping up everywhere.
Like all that stuff we keep hearing about.
Yeah,
ChatGPT, self-driving cars, even robots that can make you a latte.
exactly. All of that needs serious computing power, and Nvidia is the leading provider of those chips.
So they are riding the AI wave big time, which makes total sense. But that also leads us back to our listener's question. Is this sustainable? Or are we looking at a classic tech bubble situation?
Right. I mean, history has shown us that what goes up often comes down, especially in the tech world. So how do we separate the hype from reality? Well, there are a few key factors to consider here.
Okay, lay it on us. What should we be paying attention to?
First, let's talk about the arguments in favor of Nvidia's continued growth. The bull case, as they call it on Wall Street.
The bulls being the optimistic folks.
Precisely. They believe that Nvidia is the undisputed leader in this space. And for good reason. They've been investing heavily in AI for years, and they have a massive head start.
Kind of like they saw this AI revolution coming before anyone else.
That's the argument. They were early to the game, they've got the best tech, and the demand for their products is only going to increase.
Okay, so there's a solid foundation for their success. But what about the flip side?
Well, that's where the bear case comes in. The folks who are a little more skeptical.
Those who think the bubble is about to burst.
Right. Their concern is that NVIDIA's success is going to attract a ton of competition. Other chip makers are going to want a piece of this AI pie.
Like any hot market.
Exactly. So the bears are asking, can NVIDIA really maintain its edge? Can they stay ahead of the curve and keep innovating?
And that's a valid question, right? The tech landscape moves so fast.
It's insane. What's cutting edge today could be obsolete tomorrow. Plus, the bears point to the broader economic climate. Inflation, interest rates, all those things can impact tech stocks, even those that are doing well.
So it's not just about NVIDIA's performance, it's about the entire tech sector and the economy as a whole.
Absolutely. It's all interconnected. And then there's my perspective, the one that I think might be closest to reality.
Which is?
I call it the it's complicated case. See, NVIDIA isn't just an AI company. They've got their fingers in a lot of different pies.
You mentioned gaming, data centers, that kind of stuff.
Exactly. They have a diverse portfolio, which gives them some protection. If the AI bubble bursts, they've got other revenue streams to fall back on.
So they are not putting all their eggs in one basket.
Precisely. That makes them a bit more resilient to market fluctuation.
Okay, so we've got the bulls, the bears, and the it's complicated crowd. After this deep dive, where do you land? NVIDIA stock? Buy, sell, or hold?
If only I had a crystal ball. In all seriousness, no one can predict the future with 100% certainty.
True, true. But for someone who is trying to decide what to do with their money, what are some of the key takeaways?
I think the key is to understand the different perspectives. Look at the potential risks and rewards. Don't just blindly jump on the AI hype train. Do your research and make informed decisions.
Words to live by. And speaking of thinking for yourself, here's a final thought for our listeners. What if, hypothetically, NVIDIA stock does cool down a bit? Does that mean the AI revolution is over? Or is this just a bump in the road on the journey to a future we can barely even fathom? I am curious what you all think. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below.
We love hearing your take on these things.
Always.
Yeah.
And hey, while you're at it, let us know what other topics you want us to cover in future deep dives. We are always on the lookout for new and fascinating things to explore, so hit us up in the comments. We'll be back next week with a brand new deep dive. Until then, happy investing.
And happy learning.
See you all next time.
Bye.